Lotus Riché Ignites Show. Woo! Woo! All right, I'm loving it. Good evening, fine people all over the world. You know this your girl, Dr. Lotus Riché. I'm on the road this week, and I am in the studio with you tonight with my brother from another father and mother, none other than DJ Mike J. What can I say, Dr. Michael Freeland? And tonight we are going to be talking about a phenomenal topic that many of you, I know you guys are above. Who's running your mental real estate? Do you know? Do you even know what mental real estate is? Well, if you don't know, tonight you'll know. How does Kevin Hart say? He say, you gonna learn tonight. That's right, you gonna learn tonight. So listen, while you coming in, come on in and get in where you're fitting, because I always got room around my table for you. And I'm giving you 30 seconds to do what it need to do. Tag a friend, tell them to come on in, put it on somebody's page, and let us know that you put it on your page too. Here goes. This evening, we have the phenomenal Dr. Michael Freeland. He's also known as DJ Mike J. And he's here to say, come on in and get in where you fit in on the mental real estate. Who's running your mental real estate? We want to know. Tag a friend and tell them to come on in. That's right. All right. And I am back. And many of you know that DJ Mike J is an amazing man. He's been in the DJ business for maybe 30 years. Don't tell him I told you how long. But he's been doing this amazing DJing thing for all this time. But guess what? He's a man of many words, because he's a man that helps people to think critically about their mental real estate. And let's face it, sometimes if we don't have people that really help us to really think about where we're going in life, what do we want in life, and how we're going to get there, and sometimes some of us don't even have people around us to help us get there. Well, tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Yeah, y'all know that song, but she's not going to be here. Dr. Freeland is going to be here tonight, and he is going to help us tonight talk about our mental real estate, what mental real estate is. And that's right, I'm going to put him in the hot seat. Why is he talking about mental real estate? Mental real estate, without question, is one of the things that sometimes we pass up. We pass it by because we don't understand it. And sometimes, like I said earlier, we don't have people in our lives to help us understand our own mental real estate. Why? Because a lot of people don't know their own mental real estate. So as you come in, go ahead, join the show, tag a friend, let them come on in, and give some L's in the comment. Give Dr. Freeland some love, because he's always sharing love. And when you come in, please do not forget to let us know where you are coming in from. We always want to know. And so I don't have my phone on me right now, but those of you that's got a phone, go ahead and share it to your widest audiences and let them know that they need to come on in. And so with no further ado, I'm going to turn this thing right back over to you, because I'm going to go backstage and I'm going to get my brother from another mother, none other than Dr. Michael J. Freeland. So come on in and get in where you fit in. We'll be right back.
The time has come. Welcome to the 2022 Mental Real Estate Conference, live at the Hilton Kansas City Airport, August 2022 at 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. CDT time. Join the dynamic Dr. Michael Freeland as he hosts this phenomenal conference. Meet the speakers: Dr. Lotus Riché, Kevin Wilson, Dr. Audrey Jones-Lester, Wendell Graham, Dr. Corey Gray, Dr. Kathy Barton Brown, Angela Elting, Dr. Johannes Christian, Ayana Pfeiffer Berry-Home, Angie Hodges. Don't miss your chance to hear these amazing speakers that will teach you strategies that open opportunities that will change your life for the better. Develop and free your mind.
Check it out, y'all. Now, listen. I've already told you. Let me get this thing up right now. We have finally completed the Meet the Speaker session. And the Meet the Speaker session is including yours truly, Dr. Michael Freeland, DJ Mike J. We got Angela. Angela is there. Oh, my God. Who else we got in here? We got Angela Elting. We got Angie Hodges. We got Kevin. Oh, my God. Kevin Wilson. We got Dr. Kathy Barton Brown. We got Dr. Corey Briggs, Dr. Anana Pfeiffer Del. We got your baddest MC in the game. Wendell Graham is going to be there. We got Dr. Lotus Riché. We got Dr. Johannes Christian. And we got Dr. Adrian Jones-Luster coming to Kansas City. And I'm telling y'all, remember what I'm telling you, because August 20th, this 2022, it's about to go down. So listen, stay with me, because I got to tell you one more thing. I'm not done yet. When we talk about coming into Kansas City, what does this mean for you? Take a long look at your life. Take a long look at yourself. Take a long look at the people that are around you. How does this affect everything that you're doing? How does this move you from one platform to the next? How does this get you to elevate yourself in your own life and in the lives of others? By developing the mental real estate that you possess. In your mentality, this is where it all begins. We're not just planting seeds. We're putting plenty of water on it, y'all. Because before you leave Kansas City, you will do some growing. I want to thank you all for being a part of Meet the Speakers with yours truly, DJ Mike J. As I hold it down one more time, get ready for Kansas City, August 20th, this 2022. You do not want to miss this one. So God bless you all. Have a safe weekend. And you never know, with Meet the Speakers, well, listen, we ready. We all locked in and we set to go. Get your tickets now, and we'll see you in August. God bless you all.
Welcome, Dr. Michael Freeland!
Woo!
Yes.
Dr. Lotus Riché, how are you, my sister?
Well, I am super duper excellent since you're here today. You know I'm on the road this week, Dr. Freeland.
Yes.
But I would never miss a time to be sitting in this seat right here with you as we prepare for the Mental Real Estate Conference in Kansas. And I tell you, it's going to be amazing. So, Doc, how are you doing today?
Oh my gosh! Besides trying to beat this heat, I think I'm doing pretty well. You know, it's been a busy journey, and for those that don't know, this is work in progress, and it's continuing every single day. Every chance we get to speak on mental real estate and bring awareness to others, and then just living in mental real estate. Because I tell people all the time, mental real estate is living. The best part about this is just being yourself and understanding who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and who you're doing it for. Mental real estate is really a powerful tool right now that is just taking off, you know, and I'm just trying to keep pace with everything that's going on right now. But I'm feeling pretty good, Dr. Lotus.
Awesome. Well, folks, tonight I have the amazing honor to be sitting beside one of the global civility ambassadors. He is an amazing author. He's a speaker. He's a keynote speaker. He's an event host. He's a DJ. He's an entrepreneur. And he is my personal brother and my personal friend. And he's your friend too. Because if you are ready to really work on your mental real estate, you've come to the right place at the right time. And so, Dr. Freeland, I want to thank you for being here. I want to say a thank you to all our sponsors and our supporters for being here. We really love you and we appreciate you. And we're going to get right into our topic of the night. So we want to know, because I know that you guys know, we want to know who's driving your mental real estate. Okay. And how important is it to identify your motivators as they significantly impact your mental health and steer your life? They get your mental game right and develop. And that's right. The and is there. And what? What are you developing, folks? All around the world, we see you coming in. What are you developing in your mental real estate? So go ahead and take a minute and put that in the chat. And don't forget to give Dr. Freeland some love. So Dr. Freeland, tonight we're talking about who's driving your mental real estate. Let's get right into this thing. First of all, some people don't know what mental real estate is. Can you kind of tell the folks what mental real estate is?
To help you understand what mental real estate is, it's one of these things that we all possess. When we talk about mental real estate, we're not just talking about the home, we're not just talking about the property that you own, but we're talking about the real state of your mind. See, a lot of times when we say mental real estate, they think that we're talking about actual homes and houses, but what we're talking about is how do you build into and understand the positive and negative contributors of your mindset. So when we're talking about mental real estate, we're not only, listen, let me say this, we're talking about mental. Let me break this down. Mental. So we're talking about the brain. We're talking about the processes that we all go through. But then we're also talking about real, because the only way that you're going to really understand your mentality is, guess what? If you can't be real with nobody else, you got to be real with yourself. So now we're talking about of state. Now, when we're talking about mental real of state, this is what we're talking about. What kind of condition are you in? What kind of precedents are you setting for yourself? When you're talking about what your mental real of state is, what are we talking about? The state of your mind. So this is the good part about mental real estate, because you have no choice but to understand, because it belongs to you. If you don't understand, this is why we get together. This is why we begin the conversations, because mental real of state is absolutely 100% real. You can't make this thing up, because every one of us has it, and we all own our mental real of state.
Exactly. I love it. I told y'all he was going to do, well, did I tell you? I probably didn't, but he came in here dropping mics, he even dropped my compact. Boop, there we go. So listen, folks, for those of you that's just joining us tonight, I've got the amazing Dr. Michael Freeland, affectionately known as DJ Mike J, and you guys are going to see us come back together a few times before the actual conference comes along. The next time you see us, we're probably going to have some music. We're probably going to have a party right here on the Lotus Riché Ignites Show. So, Doc, I know that you talk about the mental real estate, and you encourage people all around the world to understand where they are with their mental. You inform them that it's like looking in the mirror. You got to really be real with who you are, where you are, and where you're trying to go. And what is your state of mind? So let me ask you this. What inspired you to write your book, first and foremost, and to really start this movement of mental real estate to help people understand who's driving their mental real estate?
Wow, that's an excellent question, Dr. Lotus. And this goes all the way back. See, when I tell people that mental real estate is living, that's exactly what it is, because this is a life. People think that it took me 8-9 months to write the book, but it took a lifetime to come up with mental real estate, because I've had to live it in order to give it. And so as a child, I was born with the condition that I still live with right now. And see, mental real estate took hold of me when I realized that there was nobody else that could make excuses for me if I couldn't, come to terms with things that I was dealing with in my own personal life. And now we're just talking about the disease that I carry. Come to Kansas City and I'll share more of these things with you. But the disease that I have to carry around with me every single day of my life, when you're pinned into something you can't do anything about, when you're given something that God has given you, because I believe this was my gift, but it was also my cross to bear. When you're given something, you have no alternative but to deal with it. You wake up, you see it, you live it, you feel it every day. And you know what, people, let me be real frank. People are so easy to make fun of the things that they don't understand. They will tease you about the things they don't know about, just because it might look funny, or it may seem funny, or people it may attract a certain attention. But for me, what I did was I had to go from external to internal. Let me say this again. I had to go from external to internal, because when you notice that you are external with your feelings, with your thought process, you allow other people to pry into what you're doing. You allow them to control the thoughts that you're having. And I said it before, that the thought controls the action. And so when we're talking about what thoughts control the action, I knew for me that once I started to internalize what I was doing, the only way, and I say this again, the only way that I could make it this far. And the only way I could continue to be who I am and do the things I do, despite having this disease that I've been carrying around for 50 years, despite carrying it for 50 years, I had to go inside and I had to learn how to manage myself from a mental perspective to where other people, and think, and get this,
Yes.
how many times do people affect what we think? But you know, one thing is that nobody can get in there unless you allow them. See, so once
Exactly.
I went internal, I shut the door behind me when I went inside. So I stayed in there until I got enough of me to understand exactly what I needed to do.
Awesome. And you know, Doc, I put up earlier because you talked about it can kind of take it can take time. And I put it can
Yes.
take a lifetime. Now I didn't put the words together because remember, it takes a life. You have
Yes.
to be ready to change your life around.
Yes.
And when you
Yes.
begin to change your life around through your state of mind, okay, your life begins to change. Hopefully, if you read in mental real estate, it definitely will, for the positive, for the better. So it takes a life. First of all, you got to get a life. If you don't have a life, if you're running around talking about everybody else already in somebody's business, you don't
Mm-hmm.
get a life, right? Because it
Mm-hmm.
takes your life, and then it takes time for you to change, for you to overcome, for you to undo the stuff that's been done to your
Mm-hmm.
what state of mind. So
Yes.
we spell, folks, we spell real well lifetime, but it takes a life, your life, and it
Yes.
takes time to change it. And nothing happens overnight because you didn't get the way you are overnight. It took time. And that's why I think you wrote this book too, Doc, because I've read the book. Your story is phenomenal. It took time. It took a life changing with your Milroy's disease. And we're not going to get too far into that, but it changed your life and it changed your state of mind, your state of being, and it took
Yes.
time. So
Mm.
tell us a bit about why is being willing to change our life and being willing to invest time in ourselves when it comes to mental real of state is so important.
Mm. You know, when it comes to being an individual, you know, when it comes to just us being who we are, one of the things that we always, and it's funny because we catch people saying it all the time, that's just me. I am who I am. We hear
Yes.
people say these things all the time. That's just the way that it is. But what we don't always get is that as we stand still, think about this. Every time we stand still, like even as we're sitting in this seat right now,
Yep.
something is evolving right now. Every time that we move, there is an evolution. So listen, and as the world turns, as they used to say back in the day, and I
Yep.
didn't like soap operas, but as the world turned, guess what happened? Everything else turned along with it. So what
Exactly.
happens is we become complacent with the way that we choose to think, and we accept the
Yep.
patterns that we've had in our past and that have even
Woo!
grown into our present. And when we get these things into the present, guess what? We think that what was in our past is our now. And what we keep
Yep.
forgetting is that everything around us is evolving. There's an evolution that happens on a daily basis. So you owe it to yourself to know that when you have to take a step forward, it's worth the step to take because there's going to be a change. Whether you accept it or not, when you move, there's a change involved with even taking that step. So I want people to really understand when it comes to mental real estate, how you develop and how you grow, how we can continue to show others the right way. But listen, let me say this again. Let me say this one time because I'm going to say it again.
Yes.
You can't butter the roll until it's baked. Let me say this one more
Yes.
time. You can't butter the roll until it's baked because if you know, you got to prepare that thing and you got to let it rise. You got to put it in the oven. It's got to do its work and it's got to smell real good. And then you get that butter just right. And then when you put it on there, everything works together for the good. If you understand what I'm saying, mental real estate is not just the one word answer. It's not just a one word
Yes.
answer. And even myself, because I don't speak about things that I don't practice or I haven't been through. So what I try to make people help people to understand is that when we're talking about mental real estate, yes, it's a process. Yes, there's some work you're going to have to do. Yes, there's some understanding that needs to be learned. There's some knowledge that you need to gain. But in mental real estate, once you start to understand more about yourself, listen, there's nobody that can tell you about you better than you can. There's nobody that can explain, that should be able to explain who you are as a person better than the person standing in the mirror. And if you don't understand and know how to love yourself, know what it means to understand your mental real estate, this is the thing you need right here. This is not this. And you know, people think that I just created a book. This is not a book. This is way more than just a book. This thing is international, it's global, and it's taking a hold in other countries right now as we speak. The initiative has grown so big. Like I said, Dr. Lotus, I'm just trying to keep up. But I want people to understand something when it comes to your mental real estate. It is important for you. It's not for me. It's not for Dr. Lotus. It's important for you because confusion can find us all. But when you can go on the inside and understand where confusion is actually beginning to stir and shake things up, you can go in there yourself and start pulling things out. Start looking in some of these transcripts that we have in our mentality and start understanding what the definitions of some of the things that we have. And every time that we think about these, what does it really mean for you? And how can you actually find ways to actually continue to grow? Because one thing I can promise you, I can promise this, Dr. Lotus, that as you continue to grow, then you learn how to show, because somebody's going to need what you have. And once you develop the mental real estate, my God, Dr. Lotus, you see what's happening. It's infectious because if you love yourself, you can love others. If you care for yourself, you can care for others. And when you have the knowledge of everything that you know, you can share it with somebody else and they're going to grow just because of you. Amen. Amen.
Exactly.
I'm gonna quit.
Exactly.
That's good stuff.
So yes, that is good stuff. So look, folks, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back. We see you out there. Go ahead and give us some more L's in the comment block. Go ahead and tag somebody. Put it on their page. Put it on your page, because when we come back, we're going to talk more about mental real estate. And we said we weren't going to be before you very long tonight, because we're going to be coming back right up into the conference, because this is a conference you do not want to miss. So look, we're going to be right back. Let's take a pause for the cause.
It's time for you to start bossing in social media. For all your social media needs, you've come to the right place at the right time to get your website designed, landing page, social media platforms, and get the training you need to get in front of the people that's ready to buy your products and services. Let me train you with StreamYard, Zoom, Clubhouse, and much more. And let me help you get your virtual professionals, not assistants, because assistants can only assist you, but the virtual professionals can give you that professional flavor that you need to expand your reach and increase your revenue. Jump on in and get in where you fit in and start bossing today. The time has come. Welcome to the 2022 Mental Real Estate Conference, live at the Hilton Kansas City Airport, August 2022 at 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. CDT time. Join the dynamic Dr. Michael Freeland as he hosts this phenomenal conference. Meet the speakers: Dr. Lotus Riché, Kevin Wilson, Dr. Andrea Jones-Lester, Wendell Graham, Dr. Corey Gregg, Dr. Kathy Barton-Brown, Angela Elting, Dr. Johannes Christian, Ayana Pfeiffer, Darley Homey, Angie Hodges. Don't miss your chance to hear these amazing speakers that will teach you strategies that open opportunities that will change your life for the better. Develop and free your mind.
Check it out, y'all. Now, listen, I've already told you. Let me get this thing up right now. We have finally completed the Meet the Speaker session. And the Meet the Speaker session is including yours truly, Dr. Freeland, DJ Mike J. We got Angela, Angela is there. Oh my God. Who else we got in here? We got Angela Elton. We got Angie Hodges. We got Kevin. Oh my God. Kevin Wilson. We got Dr. Kathy Barton Brown. We got Dr. Corey Briggs. Dr. Anana Pfeiffer Phil Home. We are, oh man, we got your baddest MC in the game. Wendell Graham is going to be there. We got Dr. Lotus Riché. We got Dr. Johannes Christian. And we got Dr. Adrian Jones Luster coming to Kansas City. And I'm telling y'all, remember what I'm telling you, because August 20th, this 2022, it's about to go down. So listen, stay with me, because I got to tell you one more thing. I'm not done yet. When we talk about coming into Kansas City, what does this mean for you? Take a long look at your life. Take a long look at yourself. Take a long look at the people that are around you. How does this affect everything that you're doing? How does this move you from one platform to the next? How does this get you to elevate yourself in your own life and in the lives of others? By developing the mental real estate that you possess. In your mentality, this is where it all begins. We're not just planting seeds. We're putting plenty of water on it, y'all. Because before you leave Kansas City, you will do some growing. I want to thank you all for being a part of Meet the Speakers with yours truly, DJ Riche. As I hold it down one more time, get ready for Kansas City, August 20th, this 2022. You do not want to miss this one. So God bless you all. Have a safe weekend. And you never know, with Meet the Speakers, well, listen, we ready. We all locked in and we set to go. Get your tickets now, and we'll see you in August. God bless you all.
Woo, woo! Yes.
That was good. That's hot. That's hot.
Make sure you guys join us in Kansas City. So, Doc,
yes,
we know about your phenomenal book. We know that people can grab your book. If they want to grab your book, we know that they can go online and grab your book, go straight to Amazon and get that book. We know that your book is at an incredible, affordable price, right? You can go right there on Amazon. The book is so fairly priced at $19.95. Grab your book so that way you can
you see those stars,
book.
Dr. Lotus? Oh my God.
Yes.
You see those stars?
Yes. 119, right?
Yes.
Grab that book. Get that book. If you can't order it, get it on Kindle. Get it on your iPad. Put it on your phone and make sure you get it. And check this out. If you order this book today, depending on where you are, you can have this book by Friday. Today's Wednesday. You can have this book by Friday, July 8th, latest July 12th. So go ahead and get this book so you can free your land, developing your mental real estate. You can do it. And you know what? Because Dr. Freeland did it, because he's doing it, because I'm doing it, because many other folks that we see right in our live audience is doing it, so can you. So speaking of live audiences, let's go ahead and see who we have with us tonight. Who we got, Doc?
Angela Elting. Hello from DC. What's up, Ange? She's another phenomenal one. I told you, some of y'all might have seen her on Meet the Speakers. She's going to turn the place upside down in Kansas City. I can't wait, guys. I just can't wait. Thank you, Angela, for being in.
Woo! And so look, we got Ebony Saunders. Woo! Evening from Kansas City, Missouri. Good to see Missouri in the house showing up. Woo! Woo! Yes. Who else we got, Dr. Freeland? Who else we got?
Robert Carlisle. Yes, Lotus, you don't even need a mic. He said, I open my window and can still hear you. Great show. That's what I'm talking about.
And Eb said, get your tickets. Get your tickets. And look right down there. There is the link. And if you are watching the show, this link is in the comment section. You can put that in the comment section and go ahead and get your ticket. Get your ticket today. Get your ticket today. Go to Eventbrite and grab your ticket. Okay, so let me tell you guys this. Earlier on, I had the Eventbrite pulled up so I could show it to you, right? So I can show it to you. Now, if you do not have, let me go to some of the other comments too. If you do not have your ticket yet, get it. Do not let us sell out. Get your ticket, okay? And Angie said, woo, woo. Who else we got, Dr. Freeland?
Helen Smith said, "This is Miracle. I'm on my way to DC on Friday. Would love to see you this weekend."
Yo, that's my
Yes.
girl right there. Prior
Yes.
military service. She said, send me your number. All right, you got it. I'm going to hit you up. I'm going to send you my number. Much love to you. Make sure it now she will travel. She got cars, motorcycles, all that. She will come. Okay.
Yes.
And said, go DJ Mike. That's right. Go DJ Mike. It's a state of mind. And that's what we're going to be talking about, a state of mind. Doc, Ebony said this, you do better when you know better. Let's chat about that right quick.
Yes, that's right. Because what I like about that comment right there, and that's very powerful. It's something how so few words could mean so much, because it's the knowledge that we have. It's the knowledge that we obtain that really drives what we can do. And, a lot of times I remember making mistakes and someone would ask the question, what are you thinking? And it's something how someone would say that to you. What are you thinking? And a lot of times you go as a kid, you go, I don't know. but see, that's what they say, when you know better, you do better. Because once you have the knowledge, now here's the thing that I learned is that people can't hold you. And this goes even through jobs. When we have these jobs that everybody goes to work and what they do for a living, is that people cannot hold you responsible for what you don't know. Isn't that something? But think about this. The minute that you obtain the knowledge, now you become liable for the knowledge that you have. So now you have accountability on your hands with the knowledge that you possess. This is why sometimes when we was in school, there was always that one kid in class that act like he didn't want to learn anything. He didn't know anything. He didn't care to know nothing. Don't ask me no questions. I'm not answering anything, because he's like, if I know, then I know that I'm responsible. And I don't want the responsibility of knowing. So when you know better, you do better. So this is what I'm saying about that one, because it really helps. It strengthens the mind by the knowledge that you have. But you know what? This is why I love mental real estate, because the knowledge that we possess is now the tools that we have to activate somebody else.
Exactly. So look, Dr. Mike, we got a message coming in. Says, Kay says, this show is fire. Thank you for talking about mental real estate, watching from the Philippines. And we are happy to have you watching from the Philippines. And listen, we want to share this with you. This is the Eventbrite link. If you have not gotten your event ticket thus far, I double dog dare you, go ahead and get your ticket. And I know some of y'all might be saying, well, I don't know how to get on Eventbrite, la, 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 wah, 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 bam, here it is. You go right to Eventbrite. Go right to Eventbrite. And when you go here, okay, all you got to do is scroll down. You can follow just like that. You sign in to follow DJ Mike J Entertainment LLC. And to get started, you just click that, okay? And then you put your email here and your password. Thank God my password is being hid. And you go ahead and log in, okay? And so it's bringing up all my other business, telling my business that my password is not correct. Directly so, because I was prepared for the night. I wanted to show you guys. Get your Eventbrite ticket, but this is how you do it. So simple, so easy. You will be happy that you did. And this is what it looks like. And don't forget, it is the second annual Mental Real Estate, hosted none other than by DJ Mike J Entertainment LLC. The tickets they start at $70 to $120, okay? And when it starts, it's going to start on Saturday, August 20, 2022 at 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's right, because we're going to set this thing on fire, and then at night, we're going to get our groove on. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be held at the Hilton Kansas City Airport. That's where the hotel is, at 8801 Northwest 112th Street, Kansas City, Missouri. And I got to tell you, I've already got my room reserved and everything, because I'm going to be there, and I hope you do too. Doc?
Yes. And you know what? And let me dare to say one thing, because, and the people see that we love what we do. We have opportunities to come and bring information to educate and help so many people. And let me dare to say this also, is that we take this very serious. Mental real estate to us is not a game. what we do, I couldn't get this many international figures to come to Kansas City to speak about mental real estate if this was not serious business for them. They're not coming. We're going to have a great time, but when it comes time to learning and helping you understand more about who you are and what you're doing and why you're doing it, they're going to stand and deliver. You can rest assured that there's not going to be fun and games, because every mind is important to us. When you walk into that room, know that you're going to leave with something. You will not leave the same, but you're going to have something to take with you. And this is why we have a whole day of so much entertainment, so much fun, so much learning. Because listen, we saw everything last year, from smiles to cries. We saw everything last year. It was so amazing, of the amount of love and amount and abundance of knowledge that was just being poured all over everyone. So it's going to be amazing. So please know that you're a very important piece, an intricate piece of mental real estate, and you really do need to be there, because for whatever reason, lives still need to be touched. You know, we can't change your life, but what we can do is give you the recipe to help you change your mindset. We can do what mental real estate says it's all about, and we can give you some recipes to help you cook it up. So let's get it together, guys. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you.
Yes, it's going to be phenomenal. Last year we had a fabulous time. So many people were there, and as we go and as we grow, you'll see many of these speakers all around the world, but primarily you're going to see them helping this movement, because this is a movement. Okay, this is not an overnight fad. This is the Mental Real Estate Conference. This is the second annual one. So when you hear second annual, that lets you know every year we're going to be doing this, and it's going to be in different cities. Okay, it's going to be in different cities. So we want to make sure that you're there. So Doc, we've told the folks where they can go and get their ticket, and that one. We seen some folks in the chat saying, "Yo, go get your ticket. This is the event of the year," right?
Yes.
We seeing people say this is the event of the year. Get ready. And Brandy B, hey Brandy, good to see you. Let us know where you're coming in from. She said, "Thank you for the positivity." DJ Mike, Brandy B, let us know where you're coming in from. We thank you. And we got people all around the world: Africa, Philippines, Canada. Everywhere coming in for this event. So Doc, the folks have been shown where to get their ticket. What's next for the mental real estate? I had heard. Now y'all know I always have some secret sauce.
That's why I'm laughing.
Take good notes. Take good notes. I got some secret sauce that there may be another book coming out. Pray tell.
Well, mental real estate is growing. And as I said, that is the secret sauce of mental real estate, is to know that we must continue to evolve, because everything else is moving forward. Now, when it comes to another book, there will be some things shared at the conference about this. I can't give it all out right here, right now, because this is the one of many shows. So please stay tuned, guys. But what I want you to do know is that mental real estate is jumping off the pages. Now, it's funny because you mentioned the Philippines, you mentioned Canada. We got people in the US, people in Africa. Do they know that mental real estate is already in these countries already? I'm not even sure that they understand how impactful mental real estate is. So many countries, and the award system for mental real estate is international. And I can't even go any further without saying I believe that Dr. Lotus Riché received a mental real estate award last year at the conference. And and that was the launching platform for the mental real estate award system, and it is now in over 5 different countries around the world, and it's still growing. So I'm super excited. But there's so much more with mental real estate than you would even imagine. The work is always being done. Even when I'm sitting in the hotel rooms, I'm putting the pen to the paper and getting some things done, because I can't stop. Because you know why? Someone still needs what we have. Somebody still needs to
Exactly.
understand more about their ideas, their creativity, what
Yes.
they add, the value
Yes.
they bring. We got to continue to do this thing. And you know what? I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. It's important for me to continue to reach the lives of others.
Fantastic. So, Doc, as we get ready to wrap up, folks, if you have any questions for Dr. Freeland or myself, primarily for Dr. Freeland, put him in the hot seat. He's the man with the plan for that question. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with our final words of wisdom for the evening, and we'll answer any question that you have for us so that you know more about your mental real estate and who's running your mental real estate. We'll be right back.
Remember, follow the show on YouTube, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing as you ignite and take flight in every area of your life.
Yeah, we came back quick, didn't we? But we got something
Yes, we
for
did.
you.
That's okay.
Here goes, folks. Thank you for joining the Lotus Riché Ignites Show. We are here with one of the top speakers on the planet. He's an author. He's a DJ. He is an event coordinator, only here on the Lotus Riché Ignites Show. This is The Secret Sauce with Dr. Michael J. Freeland. Right here. Only here on the Lotus Riché Ignites Show. Tell a friend to come on in because Dr. Michael J. Freeland is in the house. Yes, sir. That's the secret sauce. All right. Fantastic.
I love it.
So, I love it. I love it. I love it. Secret sauce. Thank you, everybody. So listen.
Yes.
As we said, we were going to come back with our final words of wisdom, and Dr. Michael J. Freeland is going to have the platform. Dr. Freeland?
Thank you. Words of wisdom for today. Remember is what comes to mind. Remember is what comes to mind, but why does remember come to mind? Because it's the memories that we have in our lives that shape a lot of the things that we do today. But is it something how memories and that we have in our memories, how that changes the things that we do later in life? See, when I tell you to remember, it's not a remembrance of understanding some of the lowest things and forms of tragedies and things that we've been through in our life, but it's also some of those great things that we remember. Because, you know, one of the things that I learned is that we're so quick to pull out some of the most hurtful things, some of the most negative things when it comes to remember. When I say to you, remember, what do you actually remember? Are you remembering some of the best moments of your life, of your childhood, when it really mattered? Do you remember those times when you would go outside and just play in the dirt and in the mud, when you didn't have a curfew, when you could just stay out all night and all the neighborhoods knew who you were by name? When I talk to you about remember, do you remember those times when you would have family gatherings and people would be cooking food all over the place and you had so much food in the house, you ran out of tables because there was no room for all of the food? But when I say remember, do you remember the times when you lost that loved one and it hurt so bad and you remember how much you really missed them? And the absence just makes the heart grow fonder. See, when I say remember, I'm talking to you on so many different levels because mental real estate is about understanding the positive and negative contributors to your mindset. But that's up to you to decide what is the positive and what is the negative. See, the remembrance is the one thing that I know that can actually help you. That is, listen, and the thing is, can you learn just as much about the positives as you can the negatives? Absolutely you can, because this is why I say remember. Because when you actually take time to remember, there are going to be some things that actually will move you. Not only just move you, but move you to action. And when you take action, therein lies the power of mental real estate. When you can conform the thought process that you have, the information that you have been obtaining, that you have been storing away all of these years, and now you can turn that into something that is more prosperous. Because listen, the only way you're going to get that flower to grow is you got to water the seed. But see, the seed is already here, but you nurture the seed. To get that seed to grow, you have to sometimes remember. And when you decide to remember, one of the great things about understanding what you remember is that now you can progress in a direction that is more beneficial, not only to you, but to someone else. Because I like life applications, I might as well give you one since I'm here. Think about the time that one person that you knew has been going through abuse. It could be substance abuse, it could be physical abuse. But listen, what happened was when they went through this, that no, they didn't like it. No, they didn't want to be there. No, they didn't want to go through it. No, they didn't like anybody touching on them, beating on them, or putting needles in their arm. No, they didn't like these things. But what happened was the transformation of understanding the knowledge that they have obtained just from going through the abuse. Wow. What happens with the seed when it becomes nurtured? When you begin to understand your mental real estate, you start to need this thing together. And as you need this thing together, guess what happens? The person who was now hurt is now looking for the hurting. Let me say that again. The person that was once hurt is now looking for the hurting because they understand the relation that is built from understanding what it means to be hurt. Wow. Isn't that something how mental real estate gets to the minds of people and the people get to the minds of others? So I say to you tonight, remember, because whatever it is that you remember, it's going to be needed for someone else someday. And I know you're going to be ready for that moment. When that moment comes, remember, that's my time. God bless you.
Wow, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So look, folks, it's my time for words of wisdom, right? So I just want to use my time. I want to use my time, my words of wisdom, my words of wisdom time for this right here. Come on, Dr. Mike.
Yes.
To our viewers, we love you and we appreciate you. And thank you for joining us.
The new season of the Lotus Riché Ignites Show, bringing you realness, authenticity, and unparalleled wisdom from top leaders, business professionals, pioneers, and everyday people. Thank you for joining us. Have a great time during the show. All right, it's dynamite. It's time to ignite and take flight in every area of your life as the Lotus Riché Ignites Show soars to new heights. Tonight, our phenomenal guest is none other than
Dr. Michael J. Freeland, better known on the Wheels of Hey!
Amazing. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He's dapper. He's intelligent. He's well-spoken. He's an event coordinator. And he is a people motivator. So thank you for joining in this show tonight to hear about your mental real estate and who's running your mental real estate. Are you running it? Well, tonight we were able to talk to you about your mental real estate. And you should make sure you remember your mental real estate.
Only here tonight on the Lotus Riché Ignites Show.
Good night. All right. Woo woo! I'm loving it. I had to play that for us again before we left the broadcast because here's the thing. Your mental real estate is something that you never, ever want to be without. And Dr. Freeland, I want to thank you again for coming tonight to talk about this amazing topic because we've got to know who's running our mental real estate, but we've got to remember our mental real estate. And to all of you viewers all around the world, we see you. Brandy said the laugh is contagious. Love it. Love it. That is amazingly said. Yes. Secret sauce. Get lost in the sauce and make sure you buy your tickets to the upcoming conference, the Mental Real Estate Annual Conference. This is the second one around. So until we meet again, With love, light, and flight, thank you, ignite, and have a good night. See ya.
Bye-bye.